communication is two-way.
Well, you have to make sure you're doing something good.
That's right.
We
that's
know you
right.
are, and it's the accolades and the affirmations always help.
Thank you very much. And even it is good when you are criticized
Right.
constructively.
Yes.
And we embrace whatever criticism you can bring to enhance, improve, because we're all about taking in front.
Correct.
But before jumping into our guests, bro, there's some quick people I want to thank. St. Mary's College.
Yes.
Absolutely excellent mental health, wellness. It was well done, Mr. Teasdale and team.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Mr. Ali, my brother. I want to thank Pastor Clive Dutton. I want to thank Mrs. Ria from the criminologist who did an absolutely excellent work, and Samantha, Miss Griffith.
Yeah.
Listen to me, the group did absolutely excellent. And of course, Miss Christine was the MC.
Yes.
So I want to thank her very much. You must have a good master ceremonies.
Well, yes, definitely.
When you bring people on, you must bring them on with flair, bring them on with some, you can't just introduce people because you're looking at young people and you want to capture the essence of,
Correct.
So St. Mary's, take a bow. I understand the fifth form students have biology as we speak going on.
Okay.
Is it geography? I think it's geography, yes. And then at 1 p.m., they have ad maths.
Okay.
I don't even want to say ad. I got a 1 in maths,
Did you say ad maths?
I got a 1 in maths,
Okay.
A 1 out of 100. I still have these flashback with maths. I don't listen
right?
to me. You gotta take me back to something a little more basic.
Okay.
Probably the teaching methodology
No,
wasn't all that.
that's
there.
a very good point,
Yes,
because
yes.
remember
Probably,
the
yes.
teacher is sometimes to blame if they can't really,
Ooh.
disseminate that
They didn't have
information
time- they didn't have
properly.
time to- I
They can't
was going-
communicate well.
Listen, Mr. Sharbodie, you're too slow. You have to play catch up. There's a next
Yeah.
class for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they were maybe a little more dedicated, sometimes, there's just a lack of patience, and they're like, what, I
My
can't,
brother,
let's try
I am in my 50s and I still having flashback with maths. Leave me alone, please.
Okay.
Right? I also want to commend the question of Mr. I lost one Captain Valance.
Yeah. They're across in Tobago, right?
Listen to me. No stone must be left unturned. And I want you all to check the stones in the house,
Yeah.
in the kitchen, in the bedroom, the forensic and the DNA, and that is where some of these stones need to be checked out.
Right.
I appreciate the fact that somebody saw something by the sea and whatever, but my gut feeling that it was all used as a scapegoat, a distractor to send people off.
We were seeing that, because we were looking at what we saw from the media, and
Yes.
it really didn't seem too credible,
Yeah.
So we did give our views on how we feel personally about it, and I'm sure many others as well. But you know what? The truth will be revealed in time.
I say God does wear pajamas, but
There
you
you
don't
go.
sleep.
There you go.
You could look, you could hide, but you could run, but you can't hide, as they say.
Well, I hope that whoever has information comes forward or comes clean. I'm just seeing if there's anything that needs to be said. Now is the time to say it.
Yes. Miss Alex, this is no smiling business. If we cannot protect a 11-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old,
Yeah.
within the confinements of the first institution, which is the home,
Correct.
something wrong with us.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Something is wrong because a parent has the ultimate responsibility
Correct.
for care for that child.
Yeah.
There should be absolutely no excuse. Now, if it's when somebody break up new man and kidnap your child, then fine.
Well, I mean,
There are factors that we will understand. But come now, man. You leave the door open and then the child was playing with a car and then the truck stopped. Please, listen. I don't want to try the matter here on this program.
I'm going to get bummy, so let's just try to move
In
on
fact, after lunch, we will be having Mr. Captain Valance.
Right.
Who will be giving us an update.
Yeah, I love chatting with him. He always has so much
I
information.
want to commend Tobago. Tobago has really come out and step out and looking at
Yeah,
the prayers.
of course.
Tobago, listen, Tobago's also style. I love what I see. I love the energy. I love the passion.
Yeah.
And we have to find back that child. We have to bring closure.
Yep.
The child, if it's one thing they're asking for, is that at least some closure be brought in terms of the child.
Precisely. Every time I see the photo of the child on the screen, on the TV, on the news, I just feel real sad and upset
Listen,
and
everybody-
angry.
yes.
I get all sorts of different emotions,
Turn up, pump,
Yeah,
pump.
let's let the nation have some closure as well, right?
I would not continue to talk about this and young people unless we understand the responsibility of parenting the community and by extension other stakeholders.
Correct.
Right? I want to convey my condolences to our brother, our elder in the business, who has been very instrumental in my training in youth work and youth service, in developing me very early during the 90s after the coup. I did a lot of work with the Ministry of Sport and Affairs, and I met some absolutely wonderful people. I did basic training, advanced training in youth work. It is good to sit down and be educated and be informed.
Of course.
And it is always interesting that you continue to develop yourself, because when you're dealing with young people, it is a very complex. It's not easy as. So I understand elder in the business, brother.
Yes.
Right, Mr. Riley. Used to call him Alexander the Great.
Okay.
The man was a boss, tutor, gentleman. He was innovative, committed, educator. He had a passion.
Yes.
Well dressed. You remember the camps? Youth camps?
Yeah.
Right. He was in charge of the Shagaramas. He was assistant director. Sorry.
Okay.
Of the Shagaramas youth camp.
Nice.
And those camps did well. Those youth camps, and we asked government, and for those who will be involved, that we need to make the camps a little more sexy, bring back some of the youth camps, the El Dorado Girls Camp.
A little more appealing to the youth.
We are too tardy in terms of responding to the service of young people.
Yeah.
Are
they moving at a pace, huh?
Sorry?
The youngsters, they're moving at a pace, so you got to really be taking in front indeed.
Alex, the gang leader, and the gunman, and the committee leader.
Well, it's a race.
That's a new camp now.
Yeah, I know.
They're doing a new national service.
And they're working right around the clock, huh? So we gotta do some serious catching
while
up.
they are incarcerated.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, I know.
Even while in incarceration, they still have the lieutenants and the captain, and it is amazing. So we have to. Somebody told me 3 plus 3 is 6, but 3 3 is a 9. A multiply effect.
Yeah.
So we need a multiply effect in terms of providing service to young people.
Correct.
Right. So later we will talk a little bit to Captain Valance and also to the family of the late Mr. Riley. Love in the house. He has been very good to me.
Okay.
He has been one of my educators, one of my mentors. And he has certainly done justice in terms of my development.
Okay.
Right? But
yes,
we must congratulate Brothers with Voices.
Oh wow. Yes, last week. I didn't expect such unison.
Brothers with after 30-something years.
They sounded international,
Yes.
I'm serious. I listen. Like, these guys are really talented.
Yeah, they need a manager. Probably I could pull you on board. They need a manager.
Yeah, they need to get out there.
Yeah. No, but Brothers with Voices, and they are past members of the youth club.
Right.
They're
even
still,
better.
They are model members. It's good after so many years you can find young people who can say, this is what the club has done for me.
Yes.
I'm grateful for the police club.
Yeah, of course.
You saying that is okay, but the recipients of the youth club, they are more or less will have a greater impact.
Yes.
Indicating that I was a member of the police youth club, and I'm grateful.
Yes.
And this is where I'm at.
I just had a thought. Maybe you can have them, like write a little jingle for taking in front, and they could sing it in their Brothers with Voices a cappella style.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Right. So if you're listening, Brothers with Voices, Griffith. I know much all going to charge, but go easy. You want a little jingle for taking in front. Right. So we're going to tell our absolutely beautiful guests.
Yes.
This afternoon, people are having lunch. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that whatever she's offering, it will do very well in terms of add to or compliment.
Okay. I will do my best.
Yes.
So Miss Lauren, let me go very easy with the last name. Miss Lauren, welcome to 91.1 Taken in Front. It is a pleasure having you. I want to thank Samantha, Miss Griffith, for recommending you to speak to the listenership and also educate. Before you start, let me get a joke.
Okay.
With Lauren and him.
All right.
Very early in my police work, in my police career, a senior officer called me. He said, you use police? I said, yes, sir. He said, what can I do? I said, sir, I'm involved in your clubs, I'm involved. He said, nah, that is social work.
Oh, really?
So here we're going on.
Okay.
Is either you choose to be a police or social worker.
Right.
It is now 2026.
Yeah.
2026, and social work is an important component of policing.
Okay, that's excellent.
Take a ball for that.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I never forget what he told me. He said, nah, they're not police work.
Mm-hmm.
He said, John, guy act together now.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful today that the commissioner and other senior officers could see the social aspect
Yes.
of policing.
Yeah, you were pioneering this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So I
like that.
to the officer who probably would have passed away, God rest your soul, but social work is now an integral part of policing.
Yes, he was wrong.
Yes.
That's a very good entrance.
Yeah, thank you very much, Don. Lauren, for the benefit of the listenership, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you get into social services, and there's a medical component to it that is rather refreshing. I want to do that after, but tell us a little bit about, did your mommy send you, your parents encourage you, but give us a little background.
So, good afternoon to everyone.
Please.
And thank you so much for having me. We are in May, which
Yes.
is Mental Health
Yes,
Awareness Month.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
it's really a timely opportunity to share a bit about why mental health matters and
Yes.
what roles social workers
Thank you.
play
Thank you.
in not just working with people to improve their mental health,
Yes.
but the ripple effect it has on families, communities, etc.
Everyone, yeah.
Yes.
So I am a medical social worker by profession.
Okay.
I am currently performing the duties of team lead at the Northwest Regional Health Authority's
Okay.
Employee Assistance Program.
Nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So we do not just do the social services in terms of grants and food cards like we were just discussing. This is a whole profession, and so important to understand that it complements what you were just talking
Wonderful,
about.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
social workers complement
I love that.
the police.
Yeah.
We work
It is not a competition.
alongside. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
definitely not a competition, and we definitely can't do it without each other.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I have a background in medical social work, counseling, health promotion, and I'm a certified employee assistance professional.
Okay.
So basically, I believe in having an eclectic approach to dealing with individuals and groups.
Okay.
So I really believe that that proactive counseling, education, and empowerment services support purposeful, resilient, and productive lives. The lives of our youth, the lives of staff, the lives of those in the communities, because we all want to have fulfilled lifestyles.
That's right. That's right.
And my commitment to a strong work ethic is to promote psychologically healthy workplaces, families, and communities, which I've had the privilege to do at NWRHA as well as independently.
Oh, when you hear the WRHA and those geographical space that looks into medical and look into the question of the community, it has to be one that it must be a collective effort. It must be one that you work in concert with many different agencies in order to meet some of your work. But tell me something, when people hear social work or a social worker, unfortunately, they feel it's people dropping mattress for you, ensuring that you have water running in your system, and they misconstrued. A social worker is different than a social welfare officer, not so. So that's for the benefit of listenership. Share with them what is a social worker and its duties and responsibility.
Yeah, so when many people hear the term social worker, they think only about social assistance, poverty relief, someone helping out in the community.
Card, what about the card? The card too?
The food card, yes. I've never touched a food card in my life.
Thank you.
I don't think I've ever seen a food card.
Oh, I need
So
that
it's
one.
important for the public to understand that social work is not just based on good intentions, but it's grounded in training, ethics, assessment, confidentiality,
Yes.
documentation, intervention, planning, advocacy, and collaboration with other professionals. Because we know that for any success to take place, it has to be multidisciplinary and
Thank you.
multi-sectoral.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, for example, the Ministry of Health identifies healthcare social work as being delivered by medical and psychiatric social workers. And the stated requirements include formal social work education, hundreds of hours of supervised practicum experience, and registration with the Medical and Psychiatric Social Workers Board of Trinidad and Tobago, where we commit to engaging in continuing professional development every year.
Right.
So, we want to understand that, social work is a professional field that operates in healthcare, mental health, family services, child protection, employee assistance programs, schools, communities, and other areas where people are facing emotional, social, and psychological challenges.
And that is a major problem, especially with our homes. Before you go into some of your experience, tell me, what are the qualifications to be a social worker? How much training? People look at social worker as the name has been banded wrong, and they don't understand the importance of the effort and the amount of time and the amount of education and commitment before you become a social worker. Could you share with the listeners a little bit about that?
Yes, so like we were discussing earlier, you have a bachelor's program in social work,
Right.
and during this 3 to 4 year program,
Yes.
some universities they tend to differ. I would have went to USC, Proud Ushan in the house, and my program was 4 years, and
Wow.
during that period of time, we would have engaged in a number of relevant courses such as criminology, psychology of abnormal behavior, law on the social workers, interdisciplinary approach to contemporary social issues, children and families at risk, assessment and treatment of victims of violence, treatment of substance abuse, and many other courses that would equip us to work alongside all of the needed professions, police, service being one, doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, nurses, human resources.
Yes.
Because I cannot stress enough how much collaboration is required.
Wonderful. Social work has become like a necessity now. Once upon a time was an option, but because of what we're seeing happening with our youth, what's happening at the home level, I have the highest respect for social workers. They do good work with the police. They do good work in schools. Sometimes one social worker is attached to 4 schools.
It is still the case.
It is amazing. The court, the family court, they really, really do good work at the family court level. And then you have so much of different agencies as well, that you have a social component, because the real family life is important. Once you don't fix family,
Yeah.
we're in problems. Tell me something about some of your experience as a social worker.
Well, I think we need to focus a bit more on the 8 dimensions of well-being,
Please.
because we know that mental health does not exist in isolation.
A vacuum, yes.
Yeah. So my experience has shown me how many people are slightly discouraged from accessing mental health services because of all these stigmas that still
Yeah,
exist.
you're mad. Something wrong with you.
Yeah, so all these derogatory terms that we throw out when we make
You're
jokes.
a sick person. Yeah, you look like a
So
psychologist. Yes.
I've learned that if we stop making the jokes,
Thank you.
it makes it easier
Thank you.
for people to access these services, because it's shown me that many people are silently or loudly struggling while still trying to function daily at work, at home, and in society. And my role is to look at the whole person. Someone may be feeling depressed, anxious, overwhelmed, grieving, burnt out, or traumatized, but behind that may be family conflict, workplace pressure, financial strain, domestic violence, illness, loss, housing issues, substance use, so many
Yes.
other factors.
You're telling me, yes.
And the
It's like
social
a multi-pronged
workers,
approach.
yeah, so the role of the social worker is to connect those pieces.
Yes.
You ask what is happening to the person in their life, what support systems do they have, what risks are present, what resources are needed, what strengths can we build on, what is needed for this person in the environment. So we see people come in the most vulnerable states. You know, they are experiencing very heavy things. Grief is heavy.
Yes.
If you've
A
experienced
loss.
trauma, it's healthy
Yes.
loss.
Yes.
All these things are very difficult to navigate.
Yes. Yeah.
But I've also seen incredible resilience and transformation. I've seen people develop healthier coping strategies, rebuild relationships, return to functioning after different types of crisis, as well as prioritizing their mental well-being, so that all the areas of their life, and every space that they enter would be a healthier one, not just for you, but for
Right.
everybody around you to experience you in a good way.
I love that. But I'm listening to you and I'm thinking outside the box a little bit with social workers. Is it a case where social workers need a platform to educate, bringing people with powerful testimonies that will change the status quo? That, listen, I went to a social worker, they have done justice, I'm now a better person. Is it a case where that there should be a greater platform via social media, programs like this that will see social worker as an important part? I run a police youth club. Right?
And you all do excellent work, I must
Thank
say.
you very much. And sometimes I will call on your social services.
Yeah.
So listen, I have a family here, and they do good work. They generally do good work with the police youth club, and they have to be commended. But again, I think that people do not understand and appreciate the absolutely excellent work that you all do. Is it a case like that?
Yeah, I think something that we're trying to get people to understand is the narrative
Right.
of social work. If we become more vocal
Yes.
in addressing the misconceptions,
Thank you.
like we were talking about earlier,
Yes.
if we look at really educating people on
Thank
what
you.
social work is and what it isn't, they could better be able to access social work services.
Thank you.
Because a core part of what we do is counseling. Yeah, it is empowerment, it is advocating.
Right.
All of these things are what we need to help the other parts of the multidisciplinary team
Thank you.
really understand, so that they could also benefit from the value that comes from the profession. Yeah.
This is my personal opinion, working with social workers for over 3 decades. And if anybody outside listen to me, loving your house, they do good work. They go beyond the call of duty, they go in gang area, gunman area. Sometimes they come in the station, we have to escort them, because they have to visit a home, they have to do an assessment, they have to pull a file, they have to get the child to join the police youth club. Social workers,
There is secret keepers.
listen to me, and God bless every social worker. But I have seen where some social workers are burnt out. It is just too much. And sometimes you have social workers are on month contract, month by
Yeah.
month. So you cannot guarantee their service the following month. They say, "But Officer Sharbodie, they have us on these contract, so you're not sure to see me." What do you do to make a good case that social workers, just like police, just like firemen, just like doctors, is now an essential service and must be respected?
I hear what you're saying, and I agree that it's very unfortunate when you see people who give all of themselves
Yes.
to service, and it isn't always reciprocated in the ways that makes them
Rewarding.
feel supported.
Yes.
Because what happens in a session with a social worker, whether you're a medical, psychiatric, school social worker, community social worker,
Yes.
whatever field that you are operating in,
Yes.
a lot of it is confidential.
Thank you.
We are guided by specific values, morals, code of ethics, code of conduct, all of these guidelines. So you won't see us often in
Yes,
the
yes,
media,
in public space.
in public spaces, saying, this is what we do.
Right.
Our
You-
work is very quiet.
Right.
It is sitting with people while they
Sure.
enter the healing
Yeah, the vent.
phase.
Yes.
It is seeing a client understand that they have an untreated mental health condition, and linking them to the necessary service, the psychiatrist, to get that diagnosis, to get on medication. NWRHA champions that mental health service. We have these wellness centers. So it's no longer you go to one institution. The access is so much more readily available now that any of these spaces you walk into, you could be pointed to where you can get help.
Wonderful. My question to you is, we will have to break at the 1 p.m. hour because of the play or not, right?
Yeah.
So I just have 2 minutes. But I want you, we ask hard questions here.
Yeah.
We don't play, we ask very hard questions here. Do you think that Trinidad and Tobago, these third world countries, need to show a greater respect for social workers? And there have to be a planned and deliberate attempt to encourage persons, because some social workers, they leave the country, they get better paid, they're more respected, they're more cared for, the package is much more, and you find good people who are supposed to remain in Trinidad and Tobago to continue their service. They say, listen to me, I've got a package, they're gone. What are your thoughts in terms of starting very early, educating young people in terms of like Form 5s who probably preparing themselves for the world of work, Form 4s, that this is an absolutely excellent option and these are all the benefits? Do you think that the school need to embrace workers like you to come and talk to the young people to see the benefits of such an absolutely excellent skill set?
All right, so this kind of takes me back to why I started on this path in the first place.
Okay.
Because I unfortunately was exposed to trauma, grief, some heavy dysfunction that obviously a child doesn't know how to navigate. But I became very intentional about not wanting what I was seeing around me. And trying to engage how to do things differently. And when I was in school, my guidance counselor, because I was part of student council, and my guidance counselor and I had a very good relationship, and she was the one to say, okay, this path that you want, it is aligned with being a helping professional.
Thank you.
And she taught me about Audrey Jeffers and the amazing social work field that she pioneered in Trinidad.
That's a big name.
Yeah.
We're going to put a little pin in that for now.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the story.
We close it off with Jeffers.
Yeah, and we can take a cue from that when we come back in. All right.
You're speaking with Miss Lauren. Lauren, thank you very much. Very informative.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Lauren has lots of knowledge.
Yeah.
So don't you go anywhere.
You're going to break and come back with Miss Lauren again.
Yep. Just got to let you know, win up to $750 weekly in cash. Digicel customers can text the word SPIN to 8181 to enter. Enter now for the chance to win weekly cash from Digicel. Let's get into our NLCB draw on the news, and then we continue taking in front here on Talk City.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health
It's time
and
to take it in
entertainment,
front.
we
Take
bring
it
you
in
the
front. What that means for the youths and them, stay in school, stay focused. Your future is worth more than a quick decision that can cost you everything. Choose purpose. Choose progress.
All right, thank you very much, Goodly Minister. And we're back inside, taking in front, or should I say we're taking in front. So we're not going
With social
back.
work.
We're moving forward
With social work.
with social work.
Right,
yes.
and we have the very esteemed and well-informed, educated Mr. Don. It was absolutely an honor. You know, I just continue to be educated and informed more about social service, even though I have been in the business and working with along some of the most wonderful people who are really trying to champion, you know, and making our homes a better place and our community a better place. Tell me something in terms of the composition of gender. Do you find more female, more male? Is there a need now to attract more male? What are your
So we know that it is a female dominated field,
Yes.
but I have seen and I do work with
yes?
some incredible male
Thank
social
you.
workers.
Okay, wonderful.
We have them in all of the same spaces. I think the more we change the narrative
Yes.
of what social work is. And like you would have just mentioned, you work alongside all of these people, so you see the value in it.
Oh, yes.
And I see the impact it has on you in terms of how you speak
Yes,
and how you build people up with what you say.
That's
Even
right.
my
Basic introduction.
yeah, my basic introduction, I start to feel like, wow, I'm excellent.
No, we really do applaud organizations and people who do this particular field. It is 2026. I'm telling you, the little that I've seen. I mean, I have seen. My personal view and my personal experience is that when you have a social worker working in concert, I went on all kind of international training program. North Carolina, Portland, around Kansas City, Brazil, and I've seen the social services working in concert with the law enforcement,
Yeah.
working in concert with education. It is an arm that has become not just an important arm, but even the police officer who works alongside social worker has a greater appreciation. Hey, have you considered? Do you know that you need to probably look at the family life from this view? Instead of one side, criminal, lockup, charge, the social worker brings a new perspective. And that is applaudable. So, in my discussion, of course, with Miss Griffith, who works with the psychosocial group, she did a session with us down at St. Mary's College. And the children were very much in tune. Not because of our social, but because of our presentation. Tell me a little bit about that. Do your group intend to go into schools, do more lectures, educate, and keep young people a little more informed?
So I work with mainly staff, but we do work with their children as well. And outside of Northwest, I obviously volunteer with different NGOs
Oh, thank you.
participate in projects surrounding you, even with the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs.
That's right.
Anything that they have, they would reach out, and it's so important that we make ourselves available. Everybody's busy.
That's right.
Yeah, everybody's
That's
busy. But if we make some time
Quality time.
to pour back into the youth,
Yes.
into family life,
Yes.
we would see in my humble belief and opinion a reduction
Thank you.
in the violence that we see, in the crime that we see.
Thank you.
So I think your approach to understanding that there are multiple factors surrounding when something happens and the need for those underlying issues to be addressed as well, and not just punishment.
Yes, I love that. I see social worker not just in the business of working in concert with the police, but they can also tapping into your knowledge. For instance, I have young people between the ages of 14 and 21, also have a parent body. So I come to you and I say, Ms. Lauren, I would love to get your department or your section to do a session or training program
Yeah.
in terms of mental health and social services, and to whet their appetite, you follow? And for them to have a sense, wow, I have never considered this. This is
Yeah.
a beautiful option. Have you all considered looking into spaces like the police, your club, and your groups to do some sessions?
Yeah, last year, for October, when we had the World Day for Mental Health,
Yes.
I would have gone to in collaboration with the Lions Club and Tutor.
Twitter, okay.
So,
important groups.
Yeah, to provide that support and help people understand, okay, this is why you should get into a space
Yes.
where it's focused on you being the best and the healthiest version of you. And we do have the EAP that functions in the Ministry of Education.
That's
That's a
right,
separate
yes.
EAP, and that's a place where teachers could access that help. And then for parents, we have the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services,
Okay.
where we have all of these community offices that they could access counseling, mediation, parenting workshops. So you see social workers in all of these different spaces
Yes.
where you could tap into and get the help that you need. And then the one that you're most familiar with would be the social workers who work in the police service. So, they do excellent. I see it as different professions with a shared goal, creating safer and healthier communities. Because police officers are usually responsible for immediate intervention and maintaining public safety,
Yes.
while social workers focus a bit more on prevention, rehabilitation, counseling, advocacy, and addressing underlying social and psychological issues.
Well, my partner here took a week off, so probably he went and see a social worker. I say Alex and see for a whole week, so probably he had the opportunity, and he's quite resourceful, eh? So just a phone call. But I don't know if you're aware, our police association has changed its name and is now being called the Trinidad Police Social and Welfare. So it speaks to not just representation,
Yeah.
but basic fundamental needs. Tell me, how do you find your center? How do you pull away? Do you all go on retreat? Do you go back and retold? No, because I am seeing, the kind of crimes that are being committed, the homes that you all are going, the people coming, requesting your services. What do you do in terms of just resetting and saying, let us go and do some upgrade and just go back to square one?
Even with the limitations that that social workers generally operate within,
Yes.
to be effective in social work, you need empathy.
Yes.
You need strong communication skills,
Excellent
emotional
word. Excellent
intelligence,
word, yes.
professionalism, and mainly resilience. Because you are going to try to build the resiliency in the groups that you work
love
with
that.
and the individuals that you work with. So
I
you
love
have to have
resilience.
that innate resiliency in order for it to come
Yes,
from
support
you.
that one, yes.
Yeah. So, people are often coming to us in very vulnerable moments in their lives. So trust and compassion are extremely important, but sometimes it's very hard to show it to yourself.
Thank you.
And compassion fatigue is real. Burnout
Yes.
is real because a lot of what we do is emotional. And the biggest challenge that social workers tend to face is that feeling of burning out, because trauma, crisis, grief, high emotional demands of the job is something that you really do need to have a good support system in place for yourself. So you need to be able to rely on your colleagues.
Yes.
Thankfully I work with an amazing
So
team.
your working environment is absolutely conducive.
Yes, and
It's
that's the main one of the main things that the EAP at NWRHA does. Thankfully, we have a really supportive executive management.
Let me applaud them. Let me applaud them.
Yes, our executive management.
Yeah. That is wonderful.
They pour in a lot of interest and
Wonderful.
approvals for some of the things that we do. So a couple of years back, we did a World Healthy series. So I would have kind of tried to shift the focus
Yes, I remember
on the dimensions of wellness, and based on that, we were able to launch a men's support group
Excuse
for
me.
the staff at
Okay.
Northwest.
That's right.
And a women's support network.
Wonderful.
And obviously, the one that you'll be most interested in is our teen program.
Oh, I love
And
that.
these three are based on helping the individuals attending these programs
Yes.
to develop all the areas of their wellness: social, mental, physical, spiritual, financial, occupational. And we work on them holistically. We work with a multidisciplinary team, so we bring in even different sectors in the public service
Yes.
to come in: social development, the youth officers from the Ministry of Youth and
Thank you.
Sports Affairs. We bring in nutritionists. We bring in wellness coordinators.
So you're multitask.
Yeah, we
It's a
bring
multi-pronged
everybody
approach.
in and
Yes.
we work with them. So say, okay, how to address negative thoughts, how to regulate your emotions.
I love that.
What is conflict resolution? How do you manage anger?
Yes.
And it's all these different psychosocial stages that the humans experience. So we have the men, we have the women, we have the children, and we work with them to get to a part where they are the healthiest for themselves, and now they could go out into their families, into their communities, and each one teach one.
So you're actually sounding like a doctor now. So it's only a matter of time that I call you Dr. Lauren. What's the last name again?
You could speak it into existence.
Doctor.
Singalam.
Singalam. No, I really want to applaud you because this is what is important for the listenership. Too many times people come on radio programs and they give the problem that they're lost. There's nothing out there. People are not doing good work. I'm saying that we have social workers doing absolutely excellent work and they must be applauded. We need more boots on the ground. The harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few.
The work isn't always tangible.
Yeah.
The results aren't always tangible. It's not easy to get the figures. We do,
Right.
because part of the profession is running research.
Right.
Remember, social work is a research and evidence-based practice.
Okay.
So we
Yes, I love that.
we would
You collect data.
definitely collect our data, and our data informs our
Finance.
practice.
Yes.
So we develop programs and all of these things that would address the patterns that we're seeing coming in from the institution, from the country.
Right.
And when you love what you do, you go out there and you do it, even if it means you're not getting financial reward from it, because you could see the lives changing around you.
You know, try and call me on WhatsApp first. Tell me something about this unfortunate incident in Tobago. I don't your thoughts really, but as a social worker, what does that speak to in terms of a nation that a child 2 years has turned Tobago upside down in terms of trying to find? What are your thoughts as a social? Take for instance, they call you to say on your team to come to Tobago. What is the first thing that you will do in terms of meeting with the unfortunate family members and those who are struggling to know that a 2-year-old can be found as we speak?
So, the nation, as you could see on social media, in the public, you are hearing the person you sitting next to in the taxi.
Yeah.
Everybody is
Amazing.
grieving.
Yes.
They're grieving this
753.
this child.
Yes.
A child represents innocence.
Thank you.
And we are supposed to protect the children.
That's right.
And if in the safety of your own home, this is where it starts breaking down.
Thank you.
Yeah. And everybody is obviously concerned, but a lot of people are fearful.
Right.
And it's important that we remember, and the beautiful thing about Trinidad and Tobago is we're unified. Is that we
Right to the
still
occasion.
we still care
This
about
is a
each
beautiful
other.
country. Yes.
That nothing would come between us and wanting that justice.
Yes.
And I believe this about my country. I'm very patriotic.
Yes.
And I believe that even if you're not a parent, you're still feeling it for this child.
Thank you.
And we need
Thank
to
you.
surround the people who are affected by
Traumatized, suffering some level of.
who are affected by this.
Yes.
So I know that they are excellent social workers who work in NGOs that provide
We have the child protection unit in the police service.
yeah
Gender based. They do good work in concert with social workers.
I've
Yes.
in my brief time with the Coalition Against Domestic Violence,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have worked alongside the domestic violence unit that you all have, and the gender based unit, and
Yes.
they're so sensitized
Please.
to these things
Yes.
that they really have a heart for it, and that's needed.
Yes.
And I love to see the mesh of the social work values in the police.
We need to have a day and applaud social workers.
Yeah, I think we should do
We
that
just set
every day.
aside, we need to set aside a
We
day and just
actually
applaud
have.
it.
We actually have.
What day?
In March, we have World Social Work
No, I don't want
Day
world, no, I
that
want our
we
local.
try to help people understand
Yeah.
what
No, I'm
what
talking
social
they're
workers-
taking all it to a place and just clap and, give all the plaques and say, we want to thank you. People need incentive.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
glad that Lauren is here to share, give a little more
Yes.
detail and some more in-depth knowledge as to what social
Thank
workers
you.
do, right? So we want to applaud all. We have Captain Valence
Oh,
Ramarat
is that right?
on the line here, yes?
Wonderful.
Let's put him on right away.
Captain Valance.
Good afternoon to Corporal Derrick Sharbodie and the team at Talk City. How are you guys doing?
You're sounding like a Tobagonian. I find your dialect change a bit. What's that about? I find you're sounding a little bit.
The thing is, Tobago is always nice, but
Oh, yes.
not for the last 6 days.
Oh, very unfortunate, huh?
And so let me give you an update in terms of
Please.
what was happening here. I know a lot of information is out there.
Yes. Thank you.
We arrived here last Wednesday on the island, and since then we've been doing searches every day together with the Tobago Emergency
Commendable.
Management
Commendable.
Agency,
Yes.
the Tobago House of Assembly, and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Right.
So we've been coordinating with them in terms of conducting detailed field searches on the coastlines in Goodwood and in addition to surrounding areas.
Wow.
So that continued up to yesterday when the police would have contacted me for
Yes.
assistance to search the Sudley Park landfill. And what I could tell you is that it's a huge landfill. Takes a lot of skill to really go through the landfill. It's taking a lot of time. We resumed this morning at 8 a.m. and we're on a bit of a lunch break.
Right.
The police is supposed to rendezvous with Tima and us in a short while. In fact, that's why we normally have a quick lunch, but I know the rendezvous is supposed to take place any minute.
Yeah, that is understood, yes.
And then I suspect very much they may want us to go back into the Sudley Park landfill. The corporal, I am hopeful, and sometimes this is the police investigations that will crack a case, and I am hopeful.
Yes.
I'm praying because I think we all want this to come to an end.
Amen. Amen. That's
I
right.
am
Yes.
highly confident in the investigators and how they carry about themselves, and they've been working around the clock here in Tobago.
Yes.
And I am highly confident that they should be able to bring this issue to a conclusion.
Amen.
If not to be
Yes.
very, very soon thereafter. Because I'll tell you something, we on the ground here in Tobago, and the Tobagonians, they're angry.
Yes, I know that. I see that.
They're angry.
Yes,
I
I'm
mean,
seeing
they're
that.
lashing out at the police.
Yes.
I may have lashed out at the police if I was just, not working with them in this capacity.
Yeah, because of what you know, right.
On this search. But I could tell you they're working hard. It's painstakingly hard. But I'm highly confident, based on what I know, that they're going to crack this case.
Amen. That's excellent, man. Yeah, we have to bring closure to this story all.
It's and you see, I continue to see when innocent children become the victims of crime, it sends chills to our spine.
Yes.
But remember, we are from a different generation.
Thank you.
The truth is, we have now some within this new generation
Yes.
that feels it's cool to murder children, and that makes me worried, and that is why the country is angry.
Yes.
It has to stop. Now, in a society that is functioning well, we know, Corporal, your first line of duty is to protect children, then children and mothers, women, and then the elderly.
That's
and
right.
Corporal, strong persons like you, I, and Alex, we should be putting ourselves on the front line because we last on the list.
Thank you.
Anything could happen to us.
Yes.
But the society is so structured that women and children and the elderly must be well protected at all times.
Amen. Amen.
And
Yes,
so-
brother.
So, I'm very, very hopeful. In fact, I just had, they are arriving for the rendezvous, Corporal.
Yes.
And so, I will have to cut the interview short. So I expecting a large entourage to come in, police. So I'm seeing one vehicle arriving at this time. So we could talk a bit.
No, I would really want to convey, to your team and to all those who, has been out for the past, is it 6 days now? 6 days?
Today's
Mr.?
day 5.
Wow.
What we've been doing, Corporal, is that members have been traveling back and forth. I am constant, myself and 2 others. We've been here throughout. But
Yes.
we have members. So arriving this afternoon is 3 again. They will arrive here on tonight.
Right.
And, we have tired legs. I mean, Corporal, I'll be 62 soon, eh? And
Understood. Say no more.
we will have fresh legs and,
Yes.
and eyes on the ground tomorrow.
Yes.
But, of course, I will be with them.
That's right. Yes. You lead by example.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well-
that's the situation. I know the country is angry. I can't gauge what's the situation in Trinidad, but I can gauge what it is in Tobago. They're very angry. They're hurting.
Yeah. I think that Trinidad and Tobago will do well in terms of rising to the occasion, putting our focus and our energy in terms of finding this toddler, bringing closure, showing the nation, the world, how do we respond in crisis. We have a social worker here, and she has been very detailed in terms of the psyche of the nation, and the mental component, which is important in order to really ensure that our country, our home, and the place that we call Trinidad we love so dearly, and Tobago, is a safe space. And we really want to make sure that organization like yours, we want to salute you.
Sorry I missed that. I would have loved to take in that because you're quite right.
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago is a society that rises to the occasion.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes, persons are hurting,
Yes.
but we are a praying country.
Oh,
we are a
yes.
praying
Oh, yes.
society.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I think despite what, they will come together and they just want to see the toddler found. That's it.
Dr. Valance, this country owe you a debt of gratitude. I'm an eternal optimist. I'm not until they talk about the fat lady singing. Well, listen to me. Try them to sing together. I really hope that
You
life
and I
is
cut
preserved.
off the same cloth.
Yes, man.
You and I are cut off the same cloth. We
Yes.
never would give up,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Rome could be falling down around us, but we will stand up and we will take the weight and carry it on our shoulders because we know about hope.
That's right. That's why we're in this business.
Yes.
Yeah. Love in the house. Love in the house. Please convey, all just salute them. Tell them that taking in front want to salute all those on the ground. Everybody who have taken time off. We want to show a sense of love and appreciation. The Commissioner of Police, I would want to, on behalf of the Commissioner and my executives, we want to thank you very much, my brother, for working in concert with the ACP and everybody else who have brought this team together in the interest of saving this child, this beautiful child.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I just want to plug in a word for TEMA,
Please.
the Tobago Emergency Management Agency. The director, Alan Stewart, once we arrived in the island, he provided all the logistics.
Wow, that's very good, man. Very good.
Yeah, talking about the latest in communications.
Excellent.
They have actual trackers. So we carry the trackers in our pockets so they could
Yes.
track our every movement. Excellent use of technology. We are briefed every morning.
A collective
We have
effort, man. Yes, I love that.
Interactive map in their office. And so we will, plan searches based on the interactive maps. Additionally, the support from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has been excellent. We're
Yes.
talking about Senior Superintendent Cook, Superintendent.
Yes,
Cook,
good man,
ASP
excellent.
Backus.
Yes.
They all together this morning. Senior Superintendent Cook was there with me very early in the landfill. And we're expecting, as I tell you, a pretty large entourage to join us momentarily. So we'll have to go through a briefing, and they will provide the guidance, probably and hopefully, Corporal, based on new information.
Godspeed, and please continue the prayer, continue. You know, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen, and we live by faith and not by sight. Let's trust that, you know, the child come back alive. That's the most we could start with. Faith.
Yes. We have to always have that hope. That hope.
Love in your house to you and yours, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, and have a great evening.
No,
Alex,
please.
hi.
Thank you very much, Captain. Hello to you. And, you know, I know you're going to be hydrating well, and make sure to eat and get your rest, because you need the energy and you're doing an excellent job. So, you know, best of luck. Our prayers and thoughts are with you and everyone out there in Tobago.
Yeah.
All right. We eating and we hydrating. The rest,
All right. Okay. Love in your house.
In time.
take care.
Thanks again.
Have a great day.
You too, over and out there. Wow.
So it is
a lot going
besides the minus, look at the plus.
Yeah.
People coming together, groups coming together.
Of course.
The resilience that she's talking about.
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago is part of a very rich history.
Yes.
We've endured slavery, indentureship,
Great
becoming
point.
independent.
Yes.
We are extremely strong,
Powerful.
especially when we
Yes.
come together.
Yeah. But together we aspire, together we
We
achieve.
achieve,
Let's not
yeah.
forget our motto, right?
That's right. Dr. Lauren. Miss Lauren. Any parting words? I have to bring you back here again. We love the discourse. Actually, in the engagement and the information, the relationship is absolutely paramount. But in closing, would there any closing words you would like to share with the listenership?
I think in light of Mental Health Awareness Month,
Yes.
I would just urge people to get into a safe space.
Right.
Wonderful.
We all have things that happen to us. It's important that even though we are not responsible for how we get some of the triggers, we are responsible for how we manage them.
Well
Exactly.
said, well
And all you
said.
could control is your body.
That's
what you
right.
say, what you do.
Well said. Well said.
Nobody else. So then that means you also can't use the excuse that this is how you are. This is just how
This
I
wa- this
is.
wasn't
No,
my event.
doesn't happen just like that, and it could change. You could get into a safe space and healed, and we so much
Yes.
better when we heal. So much better to the people around us. So much
Yes.
better to ourselves.
I'll
and
tell you my story off here, okay?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a huge believer in encouraging people to pour back into yourself, even amidst this
Unfortunate.
this
happens.
unfortunate crisis, I would say, that Trinidad and Tobago is in. We have to create that safe space for each other where people could share how they feel without being judged.
Exactly.
Where you could share what
Without
you're
yes.
thinking,
Vent.
and get that space to ventilate, whether it's outside in the street with your neighbors, whether
Yes.
it's in the barber shop or the salon, or
On the
you in the
block.
market. I actually had somebody reach out while we were on air here that he and his partners are listening because they also wanted. So we don't assume that mental health is just for a specific set of people.
Exactly.
Only some people go to counseling.
No,
No, this is for
no.
everybody.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, Lauren, we must congratulate you. Thank you very much.
I must commend you
Yeah,
both for
yeah.
creating this space.
Yeah.
And it
Absolutely.
starts there, creating this space where people could understand. And when we understand, we appreciate.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
No, this
Welcome.
platform is for not. We want to have a platform for people like you
Yeah.
to continue to educate and inform. And as I said, my brother here has a lot he could share.
Oh, yeah.
And he has come from a particular place.
Yes.
So I just want to say, love in the house
Yes.
to the management and to a wonderful team. Please continue the good work. I know that this work is not a work of, but it's also a work where God called you to do.
Yeah,
So-
and continue doing this great work here with the segment that you're doing.
Blessings be on yours.
This is something that I'm just getting a lot of flood of comments here from
thank you.
different people listening in, and they feel like this is something that's very needed in the state that we are all
Oh
in.
yes,
Correct.
more than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
More than ever. So people, the listenership, I apologize. I couldn't allow you to interact. Captain Valance had a little space, and Mrs. She was kind enough to give way. So
Let's invite her again
Please.
to come again sometime.
yeah, we would love to have you again.
Yes, I would love to be here.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
people, thank you very much, and I trust that this 2-year-old people, let's continue to pray and trust God.
Yeah.
You know, miracles happen.
Yeah. I know.
Like Alex said on here, Alex is a miracle.
You know? Yeah, for real.
Miracles happen. Let's pray for miracle, people.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Let's pray for a miracle and trust God. I know that this 2-year-old come back in the arms,
Yeah.
safe arms of
Man,
loving
wouldn't that
parents.
be just awesome.
Yeah. So people have a blessed evening, and who's next?
Roland Stewart.
That's
with
my brother.
Beyond
That's
Limits.
my brother. That's my brother.
All right, so that's coming up next.
Lawrence, thank you
Let's
very
take a
much.
break and stay tuned. It's Talk City 91.1 FM.
On Sunday.